Welcome to another live stream of Roll Up a Power Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. What we here for today, Mr. Roll Up? Hey, look, right? I'm gonna tell y'all about a time I was on the east side with my east side homies. And man, I almost got killed on some drunk shit. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. How that happened? Man, listen, sometimes when guys be drunk and in they feelings, they'll show you their true colors, man. Tap in, tap the fuck in. Now the whole thing is, dog call itself just trying to scare me, but it could have turned deadly. Tap in, tap the fuck in. I'm one of them type of guys, I don't play like that. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't even gonna lie to you. I let this situation slide, and I'm gonna go ahead and explain everything to you. Tap in, tap the fuck in. Sometimes, guys can't handle, having sisters and shit like that. But thing is, it's life, man. And things happen. You just gotta know ahead. Damn, you just gotta know how to go ahead and keep it moving and just do you. Tap in. Tap the fuck in. Crazy thing is, he was one of the homies, and I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? But he tried something on me, and it wasn't nothing that I fuck with. You feel me? Tap in. Tap the fuck in. All right, let's go ahead and get to it, right? So, y'all know I got to bring everything from the beginning. So, keep up with the keep up. All right. So, I told y'all when I was about 12 years old, I started working with my uncle, cleaning out houses and shit, right? Well, when I was doing that, I met this nigga named Wine. You know what I'm saying? Wine was cleaning our houses with me. Me and him was the same age. We was doing that shit for a couple of years. You know what I'm saying? My uncle would leave me and Wine at houses together because he seen how me and Wine was, working together. We was good. We was kicking it, all of that. Wine's from the east side. I'm from the west side, right? Well, with this going on, me and Wine always telling our stories from our side of town. You know what I'm saying? So he'll talk that east side shit. I talk that west side shit. So he like, man, when you get a car, dog, you gotta come on the east side, woo woo, because he was the type of nigga that didn't drive cars like that. So even when it came time of us of age to get cars, he did not buy a car. Like he did not like driving. That just wasn't his thing. And he always knew that I'd be the one that had to get a car before him. So basically, he like, man, when you get your whip, you got to come east, bro. Woo woo. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. Time came. You know what I'm saying? I bought my first car. I started going east, right? Now I'm on the east side with him. So he introducing me to everybody from his side of town, all his east side homies, women he know over there, all of that shit. We going hood to hood, you know what I'm saying? All through the east side. He introducing me to everybody that he fuck with. You know what I'm saying? So all his people fucking with me. We all vibing together, you know what I'm saying? What a time, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna take this to Harper and Van Dyke, right? Harper and Van Dyke is one of them treacherous hoods on the east side. You know what I'm saying? He had people over there. So we go over there. He introduced me to his people over there. It was a guy named Devin. Devin had a couple of brothers and a sister, right? His sister name was Tootsie, right? So when we went over there and he introduced me to Devin, we out there kicking it. We outside talking and shit, right? Devin like, shit, man, y'all can come in. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't got to stand out here. So we went in the house, right? We go in the house. We in there kicking it. On this particular day, I usually have my hair braided all the time. You know what I'm saying? I don't like having my hair out. I always keep my shit braided. Well, on this particular day, I had my hair out. I had it in a ponytail, right? So while we over there, we all in the living room kicking it and shit, right? So his sister Tootsie came from the back room. she came to the front room because she heard us in there talking. So she was trying to see who was in the house, type shit. Well, she seen me. Well, she seen Wine. She spoke to Wine because she know him. She seen me. She like, who this, blah, 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 things like that. So, I'm telling her who I am, all of that type of shit, right? So she get to play on my hair. She like, dang, you got a lot of hair. She like, I'll braid it for you, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, hell yeah, big, because like I said, I don't like having my hair out anyway. So I'm like, big. We went in the back room to her room. She in there twisting me up and shit. We talking and all of that, right? I know that she digging me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not dumb. We literally just met, and here she is braiding my hair. Don't know me from nothing, and she braiding my hair. It's not like she charging me or none of that. She just wanted to braid my hair, right? Okay, cool. So while she twisting me up, we talking our shit, right? She had a daughter, and her daughter was like, I don't know, maybe a couple of months old. Her daughter was in the little baby crib. You know what I'm saying? Her daughter was in the baby crib asleep, right? In the same bedroom that we in, right? So while she braided my hair, she just like, I like you so much. She like, if my daughter wasn't in here, I would give you some. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Mind you, I literally just met her. You know what I'm saying? And she already on that type of time. Nah, them Eastside girls, I done told y'all before, them girls be off the chain. You feel me? Like, they don't waste no time. If they digging you, they'll let you know. You feel me? So she was on that type of time, right? So I'm like, shit, the baby sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could do our thing. Mind you, Wine and Devin is in the front room kicking it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even thinking of us. They just thinking I'm back there getting braided up. But at this point, me and her on some sexual shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit. I'm like, the baby sleep. She, you know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't paying no attention. Like, I'm trying to get her to, get into it since she didn't already threw it out there. I'm like, shit, well, what's up? You feel me? At that time, I ain't had no kids. I was young as hell. I was in my early 20s. You know what I'm saying? I was like 18, 19 at the time. My bad. I'm like, shit, fuck that. Like, man, come on. She like, nah, I can't do it. But she like, you can play with it though. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and play with it, you know what I'm saying, to open her up, to, make her want to do something type shit, right? So I got my fingers in her, I'm playing with her and shit, right? Okay. After that, we hear something fall. So I stopped, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking they about to come back there and catch us in the egg type shit. So I stopped. We came out the room, went back into the front like ain't nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? So Wine and Devin didn't know what was going on type shit. One of them ended up dropping something. That's what happened. That was the sound we heard. They ended up dropping something. So we go back into the living room with them. We chopped it up for a couple more minutes. Tussie went back into the back. You know what I'm saying? Me and Wine, we wrap it up. We like, all right, we about to roll out, right? So me and Wine, we walk out the house and shit, right? We go get in the car. While we in the car, I put my fingers in Wine's face. I'm like, bitch, smell this. You know what I'm saying? He like, man, what the fuck? Ooh, ooh, ooh. When you was young, that's what niggas did. Niggas fingered girls and shit. Niggas would put their finger in their man's face all up in their nose, make them smell the pussy smell. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was doing type shit. So when he smelled it, he like, nigga, what you back there doing? Woo, woo. Because he seen my hair braided and shit, so he thinking I just got my hair braided. I'm like, bro, right after that, she was on some freaky shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I could have fucked, but the daughter was in there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, she just wanted me to play with her. So I like, that's what happened. We ride off, we laugh, and he like, dog, already? Like, soon as you meet her, she on there? I'm like, dog, right off the rip. You know what I'm saying? So we rolled off laughing, talking about the shit, right? All right, cool. That was that. So I don't know, maybe a couple of weeks or maybe a month or so later. You know what I'm saying? By this time, we going over there to Devin house all the time. We having fun with them, everything cool. Me and Tussie never fucked or none of that. It was just that one time. But every time I came over, she had the hard eyes for me, all of that. Like, she was in love with me, but I kept it copacetic because It was just too many people around. So we never did nothing. You know what I'm saying? Well, anyway, they had a party over there on the east side, you know what I'm saying, that Devin was at. So Devin called me. Damn, he called Wine one night, you know what I'm saying? I'm with Wine. He called him. He like, you, yeah, where y'all at? Woo, woo, woo. Wine like, shit, we around the way, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So Devin like, pull up over here. It's a party going on. Woo, woo. Wine looked at me like, what's up? You want to go hit this party? I'm like, yeah, we ain't doing shit. Boom, we pulled up to the party, right? So when we get to the party, we go in. It was a house party. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't that many men there. It was a bunch of women. You know what I'm saying? Now the women that was there, the nigga Devin was trying to impress them. You know what I'm saying? He on some drunk shit. He fried as hell, all of that. You know what I'm saying? He trying to impress them. The bras ain't paying him no attention type shit, right? So when me and Wine came in there, the girls started directing their attention towards us. You know what I'm saying? And the girl that Devin really wanted, she jumped on me. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So me and the girl that Devin wanted, we got to talking. You know. So Devin got on some lame shit. You know how niggas be on lame shit, trying to spit venom on you, trying to make a girl not fuck with you, but that really don't do nothing but make a girl want to fuck with you even more, type shit. So that's what he was on. He like, oh, that nigga from the west side, blah blah blah, east side, west side wars, type shit. You know what I'm saying? He like, man, that nigga, oh, west side is nigga, blah blah blah. That nigga ain't no shit, blah blah blah. Like he just kept talking shit. You know what I'm saying? I let like the first two or three jokes slide. You know what I'm saying? But then he just kept going, kept going, kept going. Drunk as hell, talking shit. Like, man, West Side niggas, they can't fight. I beat his old West Side ass, blah, blah, blah. You know, all of that shit, right? I'm like, man, look. I'm like, why you talking crazy, nigga? I'm like, that's why I fingered your sister, nigga. And I was like, if her daughter wasn't in the room, I could have fucked her. Why you playing? You know what I'm saying? Why you hating on me so much because the girl you want not digging you? You over here trying to sneak this. You feel me? So let me go ahead and throw a direct shot. I fingered your sister, nigga, while you was in the next room. The same day I met you and your sister, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like, oh shit, like damn, bro just came heat, woo woo. Mind you, don't nobody at this party know me. I'm a West Side nigga. I'm the only West Side nigga there. This is an East Side party. You feel me? These are Devon people. So basically, I embarrassed him in front of all these people. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Man, the nigga had this sad look on his face, like, damn, like, for real, like, you really did that with my sister? Ooh. I'm like, yeah, nigga, I did. Now what? What you want to do? I didn't pull my pants up. I didn't squared up with him. All of that. I'm mad at this point. You know what I'm saying? He like, nah, bro. I'm just joking, man. We ain't like that. We good. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So we stayed there maybe like 20 minutes later after that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody talking to Devin or none of that. Everybody like, damn, you let this nigga hold you, woo woo. So he trying to play cool like he good. You know what I'm saying? All right. So when the party over with, this nigga Devin, he didn't have a car. I don't even know how he got to the party. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, hey man, can y'all drop me off at home? Woo woo. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't got no problem, big. So me, Wine, and Devin jumped in the car. We pulled off. We go to Devin house, right? When we pull up, Devin like, hey man, y'all come in. You know what I'm saying? I want to kick it with y'all for a minute. Wooty woo. I'm like, all right, cool. So me, Devin, and Wine, we all go in the house, right? While we go in the house, the dining room, it was like a big ass room. The dining room was a real big room. And it wasn't no furniture or nothing in there, like no dining table or none of that. It was just a big open room with nothing in it, right? So at one corner of the room, it was a shotgun stood up, against the wall in the corner, right? We went in that room, right? Devin went over there towards the shotgun, right? Wine was like in the middle of the floor. I'm at the other end of the corner, like diagonal, where Devin was at with the shotgun, right? So Devin at this corner, I'm at that corner, right? And Wine like in the middle of us, right? But he wasn't standing directly in the middle. He was just like near the middle of the floor, right? So while we in this room and shit, we talking. Cause we men, we give each other space. We don't gotta be all up in each other's face to talk, so we all got our own space in this room, right? So Devin over there talking his shit, like, yeah, V, you was in there talking shit, woo, 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 what was that shit you was talking at the party, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nigga, you heard what I said, nigga. You know what I'm saying? By this time, Wine looking like, oh, this nigga on some bullshit. The gun in the corner, he over there by the gun. So, we putting two and two together. You feel me? I'm like, nigga, you know what I said, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was on that YN time. You feel me? So I wasn't scared of shit. I wasn't worried about getting shot. None of that. I ain't give a fuck. Like, nigga, you heard what I said. You know what I'm saying? I stand on what the fuck I said. You feel me? So I repeated it, nigga. I said what I said, nigga. I fingered your sister, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? He like, oh, okay. You think you all big and bad, whoopty whoop. He picked up the shotgun, right? He aimed that bitch at me. I'm like, so what? I'm supposed to be scared now? You know what I'm saying? At this point, I'm like, I done been through pretty much everything. You feel me? Like, you ain't about to scare me, nigga. If you gonna do it, do it. You feel me? So while he got the gun pointed at me, I'm like, nigga, if you gonna pull the trigger, nigga, do it. Don't be trying to grandstand with me. Do that shit, right? So Wine still kind of standing there in the middle, like watching what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, it's a whole shotgun pointed towards my direction. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, go ahead and do what you gonna do, man. And I ain't gonna lie, I was like, dog, this nigga gonna pull this trigger and kill me. You know what I'm saying? All because I said I fingered his sister. Like, the shit crazy. Like, I ain't even fucked the bitch. You know what I'm saying? I just fingered her. You know what I'm saying? Man, I was like, damn, I'm about to die in this living room for nothing, for real. You feel me? But again, I was on that YN time, so I was like, fuck it. It is what it is. So while that's going on, mind you, all of this is within a couple of seconds. I'm explaining this shit. It seemed like it was long as hell, but all of this was like this. It was very quickly. You know what I'm saying? So while that's going on, he like, nigga, I kill your ass. Woo, 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 nigga. You don't know who you fucking with. Blah, blah, blah. He running off at the mouth, just popping his motherfucking gums. I'm like, look, bro. Like I said, I ain't scared. You feel me? If you gonna pull the trigger, do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to beg you for no mercy or none of that. If you gonna kill me, nigga, do it. Flat out. That was just the type of time niggas was on back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, growing up in the D, it was just crazy like that. You feel me? Like, I didn't have multiple guns pointed at me. You feel me? So this was just another one of them type of cases. You feel me? So I'm like, go ahead and do it. Do what the fuck you gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. The nigga, he drunk, he like these and shit, right? Then he called himself zeroing in on me. Nigga said, I heard him, pull the trigger. But, like, how, like, if you pull the trigger on the gun and you don't got no bullets on it, it do that click, like click. You know what I'm saying? It did one of them, right? Hold up. This nigga really pulled the trigger on me? You know what I'm saying? But, with no bullets in it, right? Man, as soon as that happened, all I seen was red. I instantly came charging right at him. Mind you, we in this big ass room, so he at this corner, I'm at this corner. So I'm coming charging at him like this. Before I can get halfway across the room, Wine had already came through and grabbed me like a football tackle, like boom, like these. You know what I'm saying? Wine was a big diesel ass nigga. You think I'm big? I wasn't nothing compared to Wine. You know what I'm saying? He was a big ass nigga. He was short, but he was big as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Man, Wine came and football tackled me. Boom. You know what I'm saying? So he got me locked in. At this time, I was fat. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't working out or none of that. I was just a fat nigga that was just always on tip. You feel me? So when he had got me, I couldn't get loose from him at all. Like, he had nothing but strength wrapped around me. You know what I'm saying? So while he got me wrapped up, I'm telling the nigga Devin, I'm like, nigga, I'm going to kill you. I got you. I'm going to come back for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga, you pulling triggers on me and shit. Like, you know, what type of time you on? You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be cool and shit. And you mad because of what I did with your sister. It ain't like I raped her or none of that. You know what I'm saying? It was, nigga, this was consensual. And again, we didn't even go all the way there. You know what I'm saying? It was just some fingering type shit. So why wine got me bear hug basically. I'm telling Devin, I'm like, nigga, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? So wine dragged me out the house. You feel me? He telling me like, bro, just chill out. Just chill out. He like, you know that nigga drunk. He don't mean that. He just in his feelings. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, man, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? This nigga pulled the trigger on me, regardless if it wasn't no bullets in it or not. You know what I'm saying? He already was grandstanding. You know what I'm saying? Pointing that shit at me, and then he pulled the trigger. Like, what if it would have backfired? You know what I'm saying? Even with a bullet not being in it, guns is guns. You feel me? A gun still could backfire on your ass, even without a bullet in it. Like, I done seen some shit with guns. You know what I'm saying? If you know guns, you know guns. You know what I'm saying? So I was just on 30 with the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? So wine got me out the house. That fresh air hit me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. My attitude changed a little bit when that air hit me. You feel me? So we walked to the car. We got in the car and we pulled off. Wine telling me the whole time, he like, bro, don't come back through here, man. Cause he like, I know you. He like, I know you will come slide back through this bitch and get with him. Woo woo. He like, man, don't do that shit. Just let it go, bro. Let that shit ride. I'm like, man, fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga real life was mad as hell because I fingered his sister. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, she let me do it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I caught her in her sleep and I did some aggressive shit to her while she was asleep or nothing like that. Like, nigga, she fucking gave it to me type shit. You know, like, why the fuck is he mad? And he know that his sister liked me. Because like I said, all the times that me and Juan was coming over there after that, it was like, again, she had the heart eyes. You know what I'm saying? She always wanted to braid my hair, always talking to me. She was telling her moms and them that she liked me and all that. Like, everybody knew that Tootsie liked me. Everybody knew that. You know what I'm saying? He knew that. Like real shit. You feel me? So when I dropped that bomb on him, it hurt his feelings. And it's like, nigga, you already know that your sister liked me. So why you all acting all surprised that me and her even did something like that? You know what I'm saying? Man, the nigga was just mad as hell. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? All right. I'm like, I'm gonna only let it slide on your time type shit. Too scant. I remember you talking about this. Cuz was hot. Bro, I swear to God, you know what I'm saying? You know, I had did the video on it, now I'm going live on, I be chopping shit up back and forth, like basically like the videos is like the short version of it, to tell you like the little story of it. And then like the live is like to give you the full explained version of it. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, with the lives, it's like even if a motherfucker was lying in their story about it, when you go live about it, people can catch you up, you know what I'm saying, on your live if you was lying about it in your story. You feel me? So yeah, I'm here on the live about this shit too. And yeah, cuz was heated, nigga. Like, he was ready to kill me type shit. So anyway, man, look, right? We took off, we went on about our business, right? The nigga Devin ended up calling me like a couple days later, right? He like, bro, my bad, man, whoopty whoop. He like, man, I want to tell you some real nigga shit. I'm like, what's up? He like, man, it was a bullet in the gun, in the shotgun. He was like, I thought it wasn't no bullets in there. He was like, I was just trying to scare you for real. But he was like, after y'all left and shit, he was like, basically, I just broke the shit down. He was like, it was a whole bullet in there. But he said the bullet got like lodged in there or something. Like, it wasn't in the barrel like it was supposed to be. So when you pull the trigger, it blow out the barrel. You know what I'm saying? It was like caught, you know what I'm saying, type shit. He was like, man, look. He was like, I swear to God, I did not know that it was a bullet in there. I wasn't trying to kill you, none of that. He was like, I just wanted to scare you. You embarrassed me in front of everybody, woo-de-woo, you know. And I ain't gonna lie, I respected it just for him, being real. Like, yeah, you embarrassed me, you know what I'm saying? I was in my feelings, woo woo, even though I wasn't feeling the whole fact that he pulled the trigger on me, you know what I'm saying? But again, he went to explaining and all of that shit. I was like, you know what? All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So basically, we just went ahead and pieced that out. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Let the shit slide. You feel me? Now, I know a lot of y'all might be thinking like, hell no, that nigga pulled the trigger, you supposed to kill him, woo, 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 all of that type of shit. Man, look, sometimes you just gotta chalk it up and take your L. You know what I'm saying? Keep refreshing the content. We on the mission. You know that, my nigga. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, sometimes, you gotta just take your L. You feel me? Because if you go ahead and go with what can you say, your aggression, that temporary feeling at that moment, that shit can cost you the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? And if I would have went back through there and smoked them, guess what? I'd be in prison. I wouldn't even be here to even tell you the story. You feel me? Because again, his whole family, they knew me. You know what I'm saying? So if I would have went back there and smoked them, what you think his family would have did? If nobody else, for sure, his sister Tissy would have told on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So I had to let that one slide. I had to. It was just one of them type of situations, man. You know, and at the same time, even though he didn't have to, try and talk his shit at the party, trying to downplay me, but at the same time, I didn't have to bring that up what I did with his sister. You know what I'm saying? I could have roasted that nigga in 1,000 different ways, and I could have pulled him to the side. Like, yeah, while we was on all that, I fingered your sister too. You know what I'm saying? But I was on my tip as well. You feel me? And I went up top on him, nigga. Psh, nigga, your sister was on that. You feel me? You need to go check that while you over here trying to joke on me. You need to go check that because your sister was ready to fucking nigga she never even seen before type shit. You feel me? So I looked at the whole situation from about 20 different angles. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let that one slide. You know what I'm saying? Even though wine was my motherfucking dog, but if I would have smoked this boy, who knows? He probably would have had something to say about that too. You feel me? Or maybe that might have caused some beef with me and him. You know what I'm saying? Because that was originally Wine Man's. You know what I'm saying? Before me, that was his boy. You feel me? So it would have caused some type of friction between me and him, and it just would have been on beef on top of beef. You feel me? So I just took my L and I just kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie, me and Devin, we ended up being cool behind this shit. We moved on. You know what I'm saying? I went over there plenty of times after that. I mean, I'm not saying that he was my best friend or no shit like that. But we buried that shit and we moved on. You know what I'm saying? Again, sometimes it just be like that in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes shit happen. It is what it is. He apologized a million times. You know what I'm saying? That was enough for me, just for him apologizing like that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of niggas can't do that. You feel me? So I just took that. I kept it moving. It was what it was. But all in all, this nigga upped whole shotgun on me and could have killed me. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't my time. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't my time. Because if it was, that bullet would have slipped into place and blew the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? Them was buckshots. You know what I'm saying? That shit would have ate all this up. I would have been done. You feel me? And you know about buckshots, they use to like shoot ducks and shit out the sky. You feel me? That's why they splatter all over the place to try and catch all of them. Birds and all of that shit. Try and catch, a crew of them at a time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like 30 bullets in one. You know what I'm saying? The nigga would have blew me, and we was close range. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I was up in the sky somewhere and he was shooting at me. We was close range. You know what I'm saying? So that shit would have told me off. And like, I don't know, maybe a week or so later, me and Wine ended up going back over there. And when we went over there, Devin ran to me. He slapped fires with me, threw his arm around me, like, bro, come on, let's go in the house. I want to show you something. You know what I'm saying? We went in there. He pulled the shotgun out. He cracked it open. He showed me the bullet that was in that bitch. He was like, look, I ain't touched it since. He was like, I just wanted to show you, like, this shit real life was, like, lodged in this bitch. But he was like, I did not know that it was in here. You know what I'm saying? He like, man, I'm just so glad that it didn't happen. Whoopty whoop. You know what I'm saying? So I just looked up to the sky. I was like, damn, it just wasn't my time. You feel me? It really wasn't, you know. And I real life was ready to die for this shit. Like, man, that YN time was a crazy era. But yeah, man, he up the whole shotty on me, you know what I'm saying? And could have killed me. You feel me? But it just wasn't a nigga time, man. So that's how that went. We moved on. We laughed and joked about it. We kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? Tussie, she stopped fucking with me after that, because of course the story came out, that I said what I said, and she stopped fucking with me behind that because basically she felt like I gave up the business type shit. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't care no way. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't no beef. It was just she just didn't have them feelings for me like she did no more. But again, me and the rest of the family, we was all straight. We moved on. That was that. Again, lesson out of all of this is, sometimes you just gotta take your L and just move on. That's just life. You know what I'm saying? If you try and react off of everything that happened to you, that shit'll fuck around in your life. You know what I'm saying? Whether if it come back on a revenge tip out of somebody else, or if it come out on a system tip and they want to boat your ass up. And if that happened, your ass be sitting in the cell regretting what you did, wishing you wouldn't have had did that, wishing you wouldn't have had went back through there, wishing that you would have had went this way, wishing you would have had did that, wishing you would have had did this, you know. And I am one that can definitely say this because I done been in prison. You know what I'm saying? And I done been in there with so many guys that regretted what they did. That was like, man, I just wish that I wouldn't have had did that. I wish I would have had just let that go. I wish I would have had been a bitch and just said fuck it, let the nigga have it. You know what I'm saying? So trust me when I tell you, sometimes just take your L, man. You know, it don't make you a bitch or a hoe because you took an L. It made you smart because you saved your own life. You know what I'm saying? Because reacting off of impulse, that shit can end your life. You know what I'm saying? You can't always react off of impulse. Sometimes you got to react off of thinking. You know what I'm saying? That impulse, that's more like of a body thing. That's more of a straight reaction type thing. You know what I'm saying? That's like your blood rushing and it's just telling you to just do it. You know what I'm saying? But you don't use your brain. You just going off of body action. You just going off a straight reaction from an action that happened. Now you want to react to it. Sometimes you can't always do that because when you do that, you will be in prison just like these other niggas that's in there serving light bits off of impulse. You know what I'm saying? Just like I told y'all about the guy, from the Summer Jam incident. You feel me? He reacted off of impulse because of what his boys told him to do. If he would have just stopped and thought, like, you know what? Nah, man, why don't y'all niggas do it? Or why don't we catch him at another time? You know what I'm saying? He would have did that. He possibly could have saved his own life. But he was acting off of impulse because of what his boys was talking about, what his boys was on, and how he was feeling at the time. He just acted straight off of impulse and lost his motherfucking life. Now he in prison doing the rest of his life, spinning laps around the back 40 with young niggas trying to school them, crying at them, telling them how he lost his life because of impulsive action. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just gotta chalk that L up. Again, it don't make you no bitch, no hoe, none of that. You know what I'm saying? It don't make you nothing. It made you smart. It wisened you up. It grew you, actually. You know what I'm saying? When you learn how to use your brain and say, hey, you know what? Let me let that one slide. It grow you. You grow a little bit off of that. You might not feel yourself grow. You might not see yourself grow, but mentally you had grew just that much. You know what I'm saying? Off of using your brain. Instead of trying to prove to everybody or yourself that you a real nigga and you ready to go. You ready to do that. Blah, 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 blah. That's stupid way of thinking. It really is stupid. You feel me? It's stupid, man. You got to use your brain, bro. That's why you have a brain. Use that motherfucker. Stop letting other people tell you how to think. Because guess what? When you go ahead and you react off of impulse and you get locked up, them people, they don't care no more. They not about to be like, oh man, I was the realest nigga ever. That nigga reacted off of impulse. He went back and killed that nigga and all of that. Man, let's contribute, man. Let's go ahead and file some petitions and get him out of prison. Cause bro stood on business. He did what he was supposed to do. He reacted off of impulse. Man, ain't nobody going for that. Everybody gonna call you stupid. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna say you was dumb. After you get locked up for reacting off of impulse, everybody gonna talk about you. Ain't nobody about to be there like, oh man, damn. He did some of the realest nigga shit in the world, man. Let's go ahead and send him a couple of bands, make sure he's straight up in there. Let's call Kim Worthy at the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. Let's try and get him out. Let's file some petitions. Let's do some rallies. Let's boycott some shit because he reacted off of impulse. You know what I'm saying? He did what he was supposed to do. That's what a real nigga's supposed to do. When somebody up a gun on you, you know what I'm saying? You just supposed to come back and kill the nigga or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? You just supposed to react off of impulse. No, that ain't what people gonna do. People gonna call you stupid. You was dumb. You didn't have to do that. You could have went this way. You could have went that way. You could have did this. You could have did that. And now that motherfucker gone. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody gonna miss you. Ain't nobody gonna care no more. And you gonna be in prison. You're gonna be in prison telling the same stories over and over and over. And guess what? Them niggas you in prison with, they gonna be telling the same stories over and over and over. And that's all y'all gonna be doing is telling the same story over and over and over. You feel me? Off of acting off of impulse when you could have saved your life. And you could be out here being moved on. You could be in that drop top vet, cruising the streets, feeling good. Okay, yeah, I took that L 10 years ago, but look at me now. You know what I'm saying? I'm cruising the city, drop top vet, feeling good. Wind blowing through my hair. I'm up, a bag. I got businesses. My kids doing good. My girl over there, or I got multiple women. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be living a whole life if you just learn how to use your brain and save your own self. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just acting off an impulse. Because you a real nigga. And real niggas react that way. That ain't it, bro. That ain't it. It really ain't even no such thing as a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? A real nigga is somebody that's there. If you in prison, you ain't there. So you ain't no real nigga if you in prison. You know what I'm saying? You destroyed your own life off an impulse. You feel me? A real nigga is somebody that's out here in the world. You know what I'm saying? If something need to be done, somebody can call on you. And you was there. You there for it. That's a real nigga. Not no nigga that's in prison because, oh, I had to kill that nigga because he disrespected me. He disrespected me. So I had to kill that nigga. Now you in prison, everybody in the world disrespect, everybody dissing you. Yeah, that nigga a goofy. He dumb. He lost his life. That nigga stupid. You can't do nothing to all of them people out here that's dissing you now. You in there. And you getting dissed by the whole damn city. You know what I'm saying? When all you had to do was let that one nigga slide and you could have lived your life. But You trying to prove to everybody that you on that tip and you ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So you do that, now you in prison for the rest of your life, getting dissed by all these same people that you was trying to prove something to. Yes, sir. And not only that, now your life gone. Now you ain't worth nothing. You know what I'm saying? Again, now you in this damn cement block with a bunch of other goofy ass niggas talking the same shit. Yeah, we real niggas, man. We have took care of our situation. You know what I'm saying? We had to do what we had to do. But then when that CO say, all you niggas go lock down, all of y'all rushing to y'all cell. Nah, where that real nigga shit at now? You know what I'm saying? You sitting there in the day room and outside at the picnic tables and spinning laps around the back 40, you talking about how y'all real niggas because when that nigga disrespected you and dog was on that and that, you jumped up. You took care of business. You handled it because y'all real niggas. But when them COs blow their yard on you, you running back to the unit. Where all that real nigga shit at then? When them COs tell you to go lock down, what happened to all that real nigga shit then? Y'all ain't no real niggas now. Why y'all ain't no real niggas in there? You know what I'm saying? Y'all was real niggas on the streets. Y'all was blowing shit. Y'all was letting everybody know that y'all about that and you ain't having it. Now you in the system and you doing everything that these COs tell you to do. Is that some real nigga shit? Now you a slave. You was a real nigga out here, now you a slave. Is that real nigga shit? Come on, man. Use your brain, bro. Because if you don't, guess what? The system will use your brain for you. And they gonna control your brain for the rest of your life. All because of that one false move that you made that could have saved your life. But you made that false move because you had to prove to yourself and everybody that you this real nigga. Now you in the system as 6 numbers. Now you being told how to move, where to go, when you can take a shower, when you can take a shit. You know what I'm saying? When you got to go back to your cell, when you come out your cell, what you can eat, when you can eat it, when you can go outside, when you got to come back in, when you can work out, when you can't. While we there, let's speak on working out in prison. You know, in prison, you got to share them weights. It ain't like Planet Fitness or LA Fitness or nothing. It ain't none of that where you could just go in the gym and just grab whatever weights you want and just get to working out and doing your thing. When you get to the weight pit, it's called the weight pit in prison, right? When you get to the weight pit, it's already 1,000 niggas in that bitch. And it ain't like you have a whole lot of equipment like how you do in a gym, where it's multiple equipment so you can get whatever you want to get and do your thing. No, sir. It might be like 2 sets of everything. Like a weight bench, you got about 2 weight benches, 2 curl bars, 2 pull-up bars. You got like 2 of everything versus 1,000 guys. So you got to work in rotation with all these other guys to get in position to be able to use these weights. Where that real nigga shit at then? Nah, take your ass in there and tell them niggas, nah, fuck y'all, I'm out to use these weights. I bet you ain't gonna do that. You gonna wait on that shit. Because you don't got no choice. You gotta wait on it. All because you wanted to prove out here that you the realest nigga. You know what I'm saying? That you be on it. When you could have thought, before you made that move, you could have thought and said, you know what? I'm gonna let that one slide. And then you could go to the gym and work out when you want to. You could blow off that steam in the gym, using any weights, any treadmills, whatever, doing whatever you want, however you want, by being a free man because you made a smart move. You thought with your brain instead of impulse. So you can use them weights and all of this shit when you want to out here because you made a smart move for your life. This shit is chess, not checkers. Life is chess, baby. Take your time. Stop being on the move like this because that right there will shut the gates on your ass forever. And it ain't no coming back. The system not gonna say, you know what, this is a good guy. He did enough time. Let's let him on out. They gonna say, man, fuck that nigga. He did what? Oh yeah, he was one of them guys? Yeah. Throw away the key. It don't hurt them. They don't think nothing about you. They don't care. After that judge slam that gavel on your ass, you was a lost cause. You know what I'm saying? It's over with. You done. You're done. That judge not about to go home to his wife and say, you know what? Damn, man, maybe I shouldn't have gave him all that time. Let me call him back. That judge gonna go home to his wife, fuck this shit out of his wife, and go to sleep. And wake up tomorrow and do it all over again. Gonna forget all about your ass. You know what I'm saying? Just like I was saying, if you go ahead and you save your own life, you could ride around in that drop top Vic with your hair blowing through the wind and shit. That's exactly what that judge gonna do. As soon as he leave that courtroom, your ass going to that cell and you about to ride out to prison because of your impulsive move. When that judge thought with his brain, he get to ride out in that drop top Vic with the hair blowing through his wind. With the wind blowing through his hair, and he get to go home to his wife and fuck his wife and go to sleep and wake up tomorrow and sentence another one of you dumbass niggas that want to move off this right here. Because you got that stupid ass mentality that you got to move off impulse. You know what I'm saying? So again, you ain't took nothing from what I said. Do not move off of impulse. Take the E out of emotions and you got motion. Too scant. That's my motherfucking nigga, bro. Hey, look, when I get doing these interviews, I'm gonna come down there to Cali, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna have to do an interview with you, my dog. We gonna have to do that. You feel me? We gonna have to. You know what I'm saying? Real nigga shit. For real. So get ready. Cause I'm gonna be coming to your town and I'm gonna be looking for you, dog. So get ready, man. Real nigga. But yeah, man, get out your emotions, bro. Cause that's all it is. It ain't no, it made you no real nigga or none of that to go do some stupid ass shit. Like, it's 2025, man. We see time and time how, I'm gonna just use these celebrities. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna use the celebrities, bro. You see how these celebrities is getting knocked off. They don't care about how much money you got. They don't care about the fame you got. None of that shit. You move off an impulse, your ass is out of there. You feel me? Yes, sir. Hey, ball up. You know that, my dog. You know how we coming. You feel me? Man, listen. Save your life, man, because the system ain't gonna do it for you. They gonna run your life. And again, I'm telling you this off of experience. I did 4 years in there with guys that was all the way up here serving life to guys all the way down here going home tomorrow. You feel me? Level 2 yard. That's how level 2s work. They mix guys that got life to guys that's going home today. Fuck tomorrow, those guys going home today. While you come right in and you come in with your state bag and all of this shit, you will see niggas walking out the yard going home. While you coming in, guys going home. And by the time you get to your unit, you in there with guys that ain't never going home. And then you in there with guys about to go home in the next couple weeks, next couple months, couple of years from now. And then you got the ones that ain't never going home. I did my whole 4 years in a level 2. Level one, that's like what they call it. They call it like a boot camp. It ain't no cell bars or none of that. It's like open pies. It's just a bunch of beds and two beds. It's just a whole bunch of them in a big ass open room. You know what I'm saying? They call them like little camps. Level ones. Level ones is for guys that got like 3 years and under. You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole different vibe. I never made it to a level one. You know what I'm saying? I never made it to a level one because I kept catching tickets when I was in level two. And I told y'all how the tickets work. You know what I'm saying? You can catch tickets in prison. Don't think just because you in prison, that's dead. Like, hell no, nigga, you catch tickets in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? And that you catch so many tickets, it up your level. So if you in a level one and you catching tickets, they'll bump your ass up to a level two. Now you gotta go in a cell with an inmate. Now you on a yard with a bunch of guys that got life, 20 years and all of that. You didn't bump your level up. You know what I'm saying? Then you on a level two, acting a damn fool, catching tickets. Guess what? That shit bump your level up to a level four. Where you stuck in a cell with somebody 23 hours out the day. You only get 1 hour to come out. That's when you come out, take your shower, get on the phone, spend a lap or two around the yard, and your ass back in the cell with your bunkie for the other 23 hours out the day. How you think that life is? I never made it to a level four. I was straight on that. I was like, nah. When they slid that note under my door one day and was like, hey, you catch one more ticket, your ass going to level four. I was like, nope, won't get me like that. I ain't going there. Hell no, nah, I'm cool. You know why? Because I thought with my mind, I used my brain. You know what I'm saying? When I could have been on that impulse shit, man, fuck y'all. Y'all just send me level four. I don't give a fuck. I'm about to catch 5 more tickets. Fuck y'all. Nah, I read that letter. That motherfucker said, catch one more ticket. I was like, you know what? Let me use my brain. Let me chill out. Let me fall back on some of these guys in here. Let me stop arguing back and forth with the police. Let me stop moving around on the yard the way I am. Let me stop doing that type of shit. Because if I don't, I'm going to go to a level 4. I can't be sitting in the cell 23 hours out the day with a nigga, man. I'm going to kill a nigga in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no way I can sit in the cell with a dude for 23 hours out the day. I don't know how them guys do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's where most of the guys that be getting raped at and all of that type of shit, most of that shit go on in them level 4s. Because they in the cell with each other all day long. It ain't no phones in there or none of that shit. Like I told y'all before, what y'all be seeing with these people on the internet in jail with these phones and shit, man, that shit temporary, dog. That shit temporary. Don't think that they in there living like they out here. That shit is temporary. And if the COs in there is letting them inmates get off with them phones, they building cases on them, man. They building cases on them. Give them a good year or so and come back and check on that guy that got a phone in jail. You know what I'm saying? That's going live and all of that shit on his phone. Check on him a good year from now. I bet you he ain't gonna have that phone and still be doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? It's temporary, man. They got these wines that they use, and they only use it at night. They wait till you lock down in your cell, right? They walk around the building with the wines. I done seen it plenty of times, so I know this is true. This ain't nothing I'm making up or that I heard. I done seen them do it, and this was 10 plus years ago, back when I was in prison. You know what I'm saying? They had them wines back then. They might got some more higher tech shit now, because technology didn't advance so much since then. You know what I'm saying? So now they might got some even better shit now, besides them wines that I'm about to tell y'all about, right? So at night when they lock you down by like 10 p.m. on a level 2 yard, right? Again, level 4 is all day lockdown. You know what I'm saying? So on level 2, level 1, lockdown time is about 10 o'clock, right? When you go lock down in your cell, they don't have to worry about watching inmates on the yard or in the day rooms or walking up and down the hallway. Everybody locked down in their cell. So they come out with the wines and they walk around the outside of the buildings and they, wave the wines around. And if the wine go off, it let them know you got knives, phones, tattoo equipment, all of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Them wines is used for that. So they could track that shit. And again, if they letting these niggas get away with that shit, trust me, they building a case on them. You got to think them walls. That's their house. That's their house. They know everything that's going on behind the walls. These niggas out here ain't showing you nothing new. Them people, the system, they know what these niggas in there doing. They put them in this little ass box to control them and watch their every move. You think they just getting cell phones on the yard, weed, cocaine, and all of that shit, and it's just going right up under the system nose. The system don't know. The system just don't know. Hey, these guys, they so slick, they so smart. They getting these drugs in the system. They getting these knives. They got these cell phones. They in there going live, man. They just so slick and clean with it. Man, is you dumb? Is you dumb? Prison is not like the world. It's not. It's a little bitty ass space, and they know every nook and cranny in that bitch. You're not getting away with nothing in there. Nothing. Nothing. So again, if you see these guys on the internet going live on their phones while they in their cells and all of this shit, trust me, the system know. They know. They playing it however they playing it. Like I said, they might be building a case on them. They might be waiting on that individual to call a certain person. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, okay, cool. Let him go ahead and go live and do his thing and all of that. Let him get comfortable. He gonna call the big fish one day. That's what we want. You know what I'm saying? They know what's going on in there. So don't think that, nothing like that going on, man. They know. I told y'all before, it's a whole YouTuber that I follow. I'm not gonna drop his name because I don't want to throw no salt on him. But that nigga is in prison right now. He make videos every day. His page is blowing up by the second. You'll probably fuck around and come across him, but I'm not gonna spit nothing on him. But I swear to God, he make videos every day in his cell. Trust me, they know that he in his cell with a cell phone making videos. They know this. They got a plan for it. Trust me. He ain't gonna be doing this long. It don't work like that. It don't. They getting whatever they gonna get out of him. You know what I'm saying? That's just how this shit go, man. That's how it go. And he know that. But he not gonna jump on his videos and say, hey man, they building the case on me, they gonna come get me one of these days. He not gonna tell his audience that. He just on that bitch moving and shaking so people can cash app him, or send money to his JPay or whatever, to put money on his books until he get caught. He know what the fuck going on. You feel me? And that go for everybody in there. They all know, man. So again, all of this, I said all that to say this. Don't think off of impulse. Use your brain. Use your brain. That's why you have one. We all individually have our own brains. Use yours. Save your own life. You know what I'm saying? Don't move for nobody else. Move for you. Think about what you gonna go through if you do this. Think about what's gonna happen to you. Because that's what matters at the end of the day. What's gonna happen to you. Not how the next man feel, not what the next man thank you. It's about what you gonna go through. And is you ready to go through that? Because trust me, the system don't care about you. They don't. They don't give a fuck. They don't care if you changed, you had, a change of heart and, you feel a different way. Nah, none of that. Once you get caught up in a system off of your impulsive thinking, now your brain belong to them. And they control your every move. Now you a robot. You went from a real street nigga that move off of this and that, and I wish a nigga would, to now you on military time. You in there doing the hokey pokey dance off of what they telling you to do. If that ain't what you want, use your brain. Just like I told you in this whole live, what I had to do. I had to use my brain. Because if I didn't use my brain, I'd be in that bitch right now, serving life on a murder for killing the guy because he upped the shotgun on me because I embarrassed him. That would be my prison story. That would be my prison story right now. How long do you think you got to keep telling the same story before motherfuckers get tired of that shit? Don't nobody want to hear that shit all day long. You know what I'm saying? And then how long you think it's gonna be before you get tired of other people telling their same stories over and over? Yeah, man, I got right with dog. How many times you think you gonna hear that shit? How many times you think you gonna be interested in hearing it? Within your first 30 days, you gonna get tired of hearing that. You gonna hear that shit from 100 niggas. And they all in there on the same shit you on. And you gonna be like, damn, I made a dumbass decision. You know what I'm saying? Now that I'm in here listening to these other niggas, for doing the same shit I did, I made a stupid decision. By the end, it's too late. So, before you call yourself acting off of impulse and acting out of emotion, use your brain. Because if you don't, the system gonna use it for you. It's been another live stream of Roll Up a Power Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.